Hi, my name is Jamie Torres, and this is my theater survey final presentation for the play A Streetcar Named Desire by Tennessee Williams. Dramaturgy. This show takes place post-World War II, and after the war, people were kind of excited to get back to old-fashioned family values in the ways that the husband works and the wife cooks for him, cleans for him, raises his kids for him, in the way that once you get married, that's it, you don't leave your husband. Divorce wasn't really, not a thing, but it was kind of frowned upon. And there was also in marriage and dating these ideals of women being clean and pure, meaning that, women who've had sex before marriage are not worthy of being married, and a woman shouldn't be gallivanting around with any men other than her husband. Very strict ideas on sex and marriage and stuff. Dramatic element number 1 is set design. For this, there are two options. The show takes place at Saul and Stanley's apartment in New Orleans, and for the first option is a Lazy Susan type situation where it's a straight house. One's the inside setting and one is the outside setting, and it will rotate when need be for the scenes. Now obviously the transitions for that one could possibly be slow, so that's why there's a squirrel. That is why option number 2 would be to have the inside of the apartment to be the main part of the show, main part of the set, and for the scenes that take place outside, 2 other pieces to represent the front door and the front of the apartment complex would come out from the sides of the stage, and that's where the outside scenes would take place. Dramatic element number 2 is costume design, and this idea is for Blanche Dubois' character in particular. Her clothes would represent her slow descent into her madness or escapism into her fantasy life. So starting off, the first scene she would be in this perfect, very white, pressed uniform, as though she has a pure soul, more or less. I hate using those words. And slowly as the show goes on, her clothes would get more disheveled. Maybe she has dirt on her dress, or she ripped a thread here or there, until the final scene where Mitch dumps her and Stanley rapes her. Her clothes are an utter disaster. And then for the part where she is taken away by the doctor to the mental hospital, she's very much in the absolute perfect dress, very clean, pressed and polished, of her upper class ways, as to kind of say that she has fully descended into that state, that fantasy life that she was trying to live. She has completely lost touch with reality and has lost herself in that fantasy. I do believe that this show has made me a more insightful theater goer, in that I don't just see if I like the show or not. I try and be more insightful on the smaller details, such as the costuming, the set design, those especially, because those have always been my favorite parts of the show. I very much enjoyed it because it is a look at the inner workings of theater, and I've always enjoyed them, and it's made me more insightful on the direction process and the writing process of a show, as well as the finding out the how and the why the shows are done. So that why are they important, and why do we need those shows now, is very much a thing I have learned to keep track of, for lack of a better terms, and that is what I feel I have taken away from this class. And that is all. Thank you for watching this presentation. Most of what I did say is in my outline. Thank you and have a nice day.